This is the remote access application that we make use of for this project. We need to click on TCP link button. Now I'll be turning on the ARM controller. The LCD display will show connecting, and then it shows the target IP number which I have already entered here. Now connecting device through Wi-Fi. Now we have to click on connect button and a message displays saying it is connected. Now that the device is connected, the experiment starts with low water level in the sub-tank. The value of ultrasonic sensor is displayed, and also the status of the tank is also displayed, which says water level empty. Since the water level is low, the relay that turns on the tank motor is on. Next, the LCD displays field 1 and field 2 soil moisture levels. This information was transferred to WIU through the ZigBee. ZigBee is used to communicate between WIU and WSU. As the water level is low, the relay that controls the motor which supplies water to the field is off. As the relay that controls the motor which supplies water from the main tank to sub-tank is turned on, the water flow starts. The water is pumped until the sub-tank is full. This relay turns off when the water level reaches full. As the tank is half filled, the message is displayed on the LCD saying ultrasonic sensor value and the status of the water tank, that is half. The relay that supplies water to the field is turned on. Since both the moisture levels are low, the relay is turned on, and the ARM also instructs WIU to turn on field 1 relay. This is already turned on since it was dry from the beginning. The relay opens the solenoid valve. Now, seeing the status of field 2, the soil moisture level in field 2 is also low. Field 2. This relay opens the solenoid valve of the field 2. Now that both the relays are on, the motor that supplies water to the fields are turned on. Now we can see the field being watered. If only one field was dry, then only that field would have been watered. Next, the LCD displays field 1 and 2 moisture are high. Since both the moisture are high, the relay that supplies water to the field is turned off, and the water pumping to the field also stops. The water is stopped and both the relays are turned off. Next, the LCD displays the value of LDR. These two LDRs are used to rotate the solar panel. I will be showing the demo with the mobile torch. As you can see, when I apply light in one direction, the solar panel starts rotating in that direction. As I continue to give the intensity of light to this side of the LDR, the solar panel again rotates according to the intensity of light. Now when I increase the intensity of light onto the another LDR, now the solar panel will rotate towards that LDR position. This infers that the solar panel would rotate from east to west as the sun rises from east to west. We have used a small solar panel and LDRs to show the demo of solar tracking system. In order to run our project with the solar power, we make use of 12-volt solar panel. This panel collects the light energy and it is transferred to the buck booster. The buck booster is a DC to DC converter. It boosts the energy and this energy is stored in the battery. The LED is used to indicate that the solar panel is charging the battery. Since it is cloudy, the LED is not turned on. This is the modernization of Indian agriculture using solar-powered automatic irrigation systems.